afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the LA Coliseum. Next generation cars will make their debut here tonight in the Bluegrass iRacing Cup Series, as we are going to see some awesome racing from some new cars, but not only some brand new cars out on the racetrack, Chris. We've got a lot of brand new names out there tonight in the Cup Series. And not only that, Chris, these new names out there, they're going to be followed by a list more next week coming into Talladega. We know we have some drivers not able to make it tonight, so I am very, very excited to say that we have a bunch of new drivers. Just to go out and name a few before we get into our heat races: Sean Coughlin, Riley Dunn, Chris Muth Jr., let's see, Jonathan Cogswell, Peyton Strickland. We got Scott Howell, Garrett Pick, Ricky Howell Jr., and then we'll get to the rest of them once we get into the main grid. But man, welcome to all of our new drivers. We do see some returning names here, some guys moving up from some other series, and other than that, this right here seems like it's going to be some of the Bluegrass OGs versus some of the Bluegrass new guys, as we're going to see heat number one come to take place. Only 2 heats tonight, straight into possibly the feature. We'll see if they do the consolidation race. We know they skipped it last night, but Scott Fritz going to be sitting here on the pole position in that first spot. We know he got experience last night in the Xfinity cars. He'll sit here pole for heat number one. Peyton Strickland, he is going to be here tonight, P2. Good to see Peyton out in the Bluegrass Cup cars. A new name, Scott Howell, follows him as well. 2 new drivers there in that third position. Another new name of Jonathan Cogswell. He will be sitting in that P4 spot. Then we'll see Mo Abbott, Bluegrass OG, sitting in that P5 position. Cedric Hunter, another one of those Bluegrass guys that joined kind of late in the season last season. He will be riding in P6. Excited to see what Cedric's got for us, as he showed a lot of speed towards the end of the season last year. I say last season. And then we're going to see Matt Grenier, another one of those Bluegrass OGs. That 15 machine. Good to see Grenier back into this Cup car. He will be starting P7. Brandon Zimmerman, P8. Another one of our returning guys. And then Sean Conklin, he will be lining up P6. But it looks like Scott Fritz, Peyton Strickland, and Scott Howell did not grid up.
Yeah, interesting play there. Maybe missed the grid. Maybe somebody doing race control. Not really sure, but we'll see. We can find out. We know they'll get to start after it. Maybe they're just expecting the cautions. Going to say, hey, let everybody go out here and see what goes on. But green flag about to drop out. You're going to see the pace car go around one more time. But we want to welcome everybody out here to the Bluegrass in the Coliseum 30. Good to have everybody out here on that Facebook, that YouTube platform. We are back here with the next gen cars. This is going to be awesome. Awesome, lot of fun. You're going to have to see really what happens with these drivers here early on in this race. We know, I see John Bradley Pill saying ready to kick off the new season. Yes, sir, we are too.
John Bradley, good to have you here, man. No, we're excited to see all these new cars get to go. And Josh Kiwi's here in the booth, my co-host Chris. Going to kick off this green flag here at the LA Coliseum. 6 cars take the heat number one, 10 laps. Oh, we'll see the 15 get into that 48 of Mo Abbott, as we'll see that 27 of Jonathan Cogswell get out into the lead here early. He's going to shoot it very deep, though, into turn 3 and 4, and that should allow that 48 Ally machine of Mo Abbott to sneak back on the inside. He'll lead lap number 1, coming to lap number 2, as they'll be double file. Road 1 through 3 and 0, contact right there. That looked like it was Sean Conklin, I want to say, in the 54 machine. It was, yeah, and he's actually going to get in there and hit the corner himself. Oh man, they've got a little bit of mayhem going on right there amongst themselves. As we'll have to see what happened here between Conklin and, I want to say, Brandon Zimmerman, who was at the 15 actually of Matt Grenier.
Looks like getting into the corner here.
Grenier got loose. Yeah, see, Grenier got loose in the 54. Just probably got a little bit of head of steam coming out of the corner. Not much you can do there. We'll say I like to see that the Goodyear is matched up to the theme of the car in that purple. So thank you for whoever made that skin. '54 will go to the end of the line there, but how much is really the end of the line? It's 2 rows. So
yeah, it looks like we do have a couple of cars coming out. I want to say Scott Fritz did work his way out. Peyton Strickland is not out, and Scott Howell is not out as well. So you see that 54 Sean Conklin. I was going to say, that is a nice paint scheme. The NZXT, definitely the case that I'm rocking over here. So I do love that that purple and black NZXT scheme.
I saw that on Facebook when they posted him out on Facebook. Saw that car. And was going to say, Chris, I was going to point that car out to you on the stream. Didn't even think about it. Knew you were going to like it. That is a very slick looking race car though, man. Those those moved up numbers. I'm liking to see how all these guys have made their own liveries out of it. And you get to really see how these cars can come together. You see that Roasted Gems coffee. Number 20 of Brandon Zimmerman. That's a very slick looking paint scheme. I really like that Kellogg's 15 right there of Matt Grenier. Mo Abbott doing it how he always does it. Do it ally the 48 Mo Abbott. He'll be coming off in here to the lead your field back to green in just a moment. Looking at everybody's skins, you see Scott Fritz still riding in that one machine this year, sticking with the Fords.
Yeah, give a big shout out to my buddy Peter saying, what up, let's go NASCAR. Coming all the way to us from Finland, I want to say. So
Yeah.
good to have you over there, Peter. Whoa, 48 of Mo Abbott getting a little
Wobble
loose
start.
on that,
oh, look
on that
at
start.
Conklin with the big restart, though.
Yeah.
He's going to get himself right back up there to the inside.
Yeah, that 54 now working the inside of Matt Grenier. But you see also that 20 of Brandon Zimmerman still riding that back lane, that back bumper of that 48 of Mo Abbott. The 71 of Cedric Hunter. He's stuck on that outside. Our Canadian friend stuck on that outside lane. But, whoa, you saw the 20 get a little loose. That might help him get up there in front of him. But we're seeing Mo Abbott starting to pull away just a little bit. There you go. You see the 20 of Brandon Zimmerman going to work his way around that 71. The 71 going to work his way in behind the 20. Whoa,
Woo!
a little loose back there. That's going to help Sean Conklin, though. He's going to move
You're
up
going
into
to
that
see
inside
that bumper
lane.
get his head. Oh, go around Mo Abbott. No caution. White flag. This will be it. Brandon Zimmerman going to dive it off into the corner. I don't think that was contact between Zimmerman and Mo. I think Mo got loose after he got pushed into the corner. I don't think it was the contact that spun him.
Whoa.
I think it was the contact into the corner, but it looks like the 20 is going to hold on.
Woo.
Checkered flag. Brandon Zimmerman, Sean Conklin moving himself back up into second.
Man.
And your top three will be Zimmerman, Conklin, and Hunter for that heat.
Good drive there from Sean Conklin. Just got the fastest lap in that little session there. So, whew, that was definitely a good run.
You're seeing Jason Collins on your leaderboard. Possibly want to say he is our race control tonight, just showing up on the live timing. But we will get to your grid here. Jack Pelliser, the number 28 machine. That's a great number right there. Love to see that 28 number out there. He'll be lining up pole with Ricky Howell Jr. in that number 5 Toyota. He'll be lining up P3. Garrett Pick, he'll be starting P4. Those three names right there. New to Bluegrass. Good to see those guys out here tonight. Got a couple more of those in there as well. David Farmer, one of our returning originals. Brian Terry, one of the OGs of Bluegrass as well. Chris Muth Jr., that number 3 machine, also a great number right there, and rocking it on the Chevy. That's what you like to see. Starting P7 with Riley Dunn. Another one of those new names right there in that 51 machine starting P8. And one of our Bluegrass OGs and returning drivers from last season, Doug Newbigging, in that number 7 machine. He will be starting P9. Excited to see Doug's livery here for tonight.
Yeah, it looks like we had pretty much the same situation as last time, Josh. It looks like Garrett Pick, Ricky Howell Jr., Jack Pelliser, and Jason did not grid up. So we'll have 5 cars out on the track. Maybe somebody will come out. So these little short races here, these are what I like, you know, having just 5 or 6 cars.
Man. You know, I said he was doing it right, putting it on the Chevy, doing it even more right. That is a slick looking hot rod right there.
I have got a Dale Earnhardt Senior flag on my wall. I'll tell you, any kind of 3 on a Chevy, man. Woo, I love it.
Look at that 7, man. Doug Newbigging in the fresh new wrap this year. One thing about these cars, 5 speed. That's what's awesome. But it doesn't really change the racing. You don't notice it. You get up into 5th speed. It's just like being up in 4th. It's literally the same. Yeah, on road course, it's a little different, but...
Yeah, I was going to say on road courses, it's going to be a little different.
But you really don't even notice it because stock cars really don't meet.
Well, I was going to say, no, it actually wouldn't be that different on a road course because you wouldn't get up to that gear, really.
All right. Well, here comes the green flag. David Farmer Jr. right there in that DeWalt machine going to have a...
Whoa, David Farmer
down. Oh, my goodness. He's tail slapped it back straight. A little bit of rubbing right there with the 13. Smith Jr., he is going to be your new leader here in that quick lube, good wrench Chevy number 3.
Seeing a good job there from that 3, doing what the Intimidator did best at the short tracks, getting up there in the front and just riding away. Starting to put a little bit of separation between Riley Dunn right now, but whoa, it looks like we do have a couple of people maybe around. No, it looks like my caution.
I think. No, live timing just messed up.
Live timing
he
just
went over the time. You know, it's fine.
Okay, We thought we had a big wreck there, but you see David Farmer now falling back to that 4th spot. That 3 machine, though, like I said, doing what that 3 does best. Now starting to get out to a little bit of a lead over Riley Dunn there. Brian Terry in the next-gen car, Josh. Look at that, pulling his way up into that 3rd position. Now the 84 to David Farmer. It's going to be peeking to that inside. Let's see. Yeah, you're going to see Brian Terry just give it up. But, whoa, that could have been really bad there. Whoa,
it looks
around. Looks like the
our leader just went around.
I was going to say.
Damage going to have to be repaired to that race car. As a 3 machine missing the nose, we'll see what happened here on our replay here as he'll come out of turn 1 and 2. Probably just got loose right there on corner exit. Yep.
Yep,
bam.
That's what happened.
Just stepped on the gas a little too fast. You have to kind of roll it into the throttle. You think you're just full throttle as soon as you get on the backstretch here. You're kind of not. You're really not even full throttle on this track almost ever. It's pretty much like a 75% throttle. You know, we heard it last night. Chris say it. I'm not sure what driver said it, but slower is faster, you know, so that really is a thing around here. You just got to roll your speed, roll your corners, roll the throttle, do whatever you got to roll to win this racetrack. Yeah, we saw our first roll here too last night, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you see those front brake rotors getting really hot on the front wheel of that car. They are on that. Whoa, as Brian Terry just went around. Whoa, we actually, we had a little bit of a wreck back here too. It looks like the 7 to Doug Newbiggin went around, but the white flag's out now. So they're not going to be a caution flag. Everybody got going straight. So it looks like Riley Dunn should walk away with this if he's able to keep it straight. We'll see if David Farmer has anything to say. Man, stepping on those brakes really hard. The 51 of Riley Dunn going to walk away with that win in the heat number 2. So, man, that was a good race there. Saw a couple of drivers getting around, though, but that's the thing about these heat races. It's just really good practice.
Good job to Riley Dunn, David Farmer, and Brian Terry. That'll be your 3 drivers that finish in that 1, 2, and 3 spot. Want to say this. All right, so yeah, we will be skipping that consolation race straight to the feature. What I like to hear, we should see all these cars lining up here now as we will get through your grid here in just a moment. Let some of these race cars grid up. Man, I am very excited, Chris. This just means we are getting even closer and closer to seeing even more names out there on the high banks of Talladega next week. And that is a reminder, next week, tune in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Bluegrass will be going to Talladega. We will be seeing the Xfinity, the Truck Series on Monday, Xfinity Series on Tuesday, and the Cup Series that will be debuting those next-gen cars on the high banks next week at Talladega. So make sure to tune in those 3 nights. Every night at 9 p.m. We will be live around 8:50, 8:55-ish, but the stream will go live at 9. We will have you with qualifying during the regular season. Just wasn't going through qualifying here with the exhibition race and all the craziness going on in the heat races and stuff. But next week, we will catch you live with qualifying, but we're going to get to your grid here with Jonathan Cogswell starting on that pole. Doug Newbiggin. If you're wondering why, it is completely randomly inverted here in the feature. That's why Doug Newbiggin will be starting second. That number 3 will be starting in that 3 spot. Chris Muth Jr. in 3rd. With Scott Fritz in that 4th spot. Maybe flip those 2 around right there with what I said. Then you're going to see Mo Abbott in P5 with Brian Terry in 6th. Matt Grenier 7th with David Farmer in 8th. Then you're going to see Cedric Hunter 9th. Looks like Riley Dunn, 10th. Sean Conklin, Sean Conklin, Brandon Zimmerman. Man, they're all over the place. I'm confused who's all here. They're going to be lining up at 11, 12. Does look like we still have a couple cars not out on the track. Ricky Howell Jr., Peyton Strickland, Garrett Prick, Jack Pelliser, and Scott Howell did not grid, but we did see those drivers in Heat 1 and Heat 2 also not grid. So probably just makes sense. They were probably gridded up, or signed up for the session and just weren't able to make it. But it makes sense. Like we were saying last week, we will see drivers start back up next week and a full grids will be had. But it is green flag going. Oh, and a good start from Scott Fritz, man.
Yeah, the 27 looked like he stacked up on that inside a little bit. Scott Fritz took it 3 wide. That's something that they might have to look at. I know they say don't take it 3 wide. Whoa!
Whoa, the 27 contact, 3 wide again. Whoa, I thought Scott Fritz was going to hit him. They're still 3 wide.
They're still 3 wide. The 7 does not want to be up there on that top lane like it is. Now they're going to file back in. But that 7 going to have to run the outside. Doug Newbiggin going to have to try to find his groove here. The 27 of Jonathan Cogswell starting to, whoa, it looks like we do have it looks like iRacing doing that thing again. But right now, looks like, it looks like Cogswell going to be messing up just a little bit. The 7 of Doug Newbiggin getting a little crazy up here. Now it looks like he's going to get a better run out of the corner. We're going to go back here and look and see. We've got a bunch of cars. Oh, we've got a bunch of cars mixed up. Saw Brandon Zimmerman and that, the 84.
Oh, contact between Farmer and that 27 machine. Or should I say 20, excuse me. As you'll see the 51 reappear right there, Riley Dunn.
see Scott
It
Fritz.
looks like our field, though, pretty much separated up here in that. Oh, caution out, caution out. Looks like David Farmer might be around, and he is on the back straightaway. Looks like him and that 20 of Brandon Zimmerman. Those two not shy of contact. They've been in contact before last season. They will be spinning around on the back straightaway. We'll see what happened. It looks like the 20 might have gotten around. Maybe the 84 just hit him when he spun. Yeah, I'm hearing his Brandon Zimmerman self-spin here. Oh, yeah, 100%. And 84 just nowhere to go. That's something that that 84 David Farmer is pretty much used to. Just being caught up in the mess, Chris. Hopefully that's one thing this season. Yes, can hear you, Jason. We corrected it. But, you know, that 20 machine of Brandon Zimmerman, he had some good runs last season. We know Zimmerman was fast. Farmer as well. Just two of those drivers both caught up in the mess, man. But unfortunately here, at a track like LA Coliseum, we're not going to hold them to any faults. Everybody and their mama's gotten loose here tonight. Everybody's going to get some contact, I feel like, at some point. Or if you're not, you're going to be very lucky to not get contact or at least just hit the wall. So we'll see how it goes. But, hey, this is just an exhibition race. Let everybody get filling out these cars, filling out or driving around each other. And, hey, just a fun show for Bluegrass to put on before, like I said, we get into that season debut next weekend at Talladega, which is going to be an absolute show.
Yeah, and also, Josh, don't forget, we've got our Blanchard's tow and tow truck sitting in the middle of the parking lot right now. So a lot of these drivers don't want to be on the back of that tow truck so early. So we'll see if Blanchard's towing has to get to work early, like they did the last two nights. It looks like they're kind of getting chilled out right now. They get to get over there, you know, drink a few drinks, hang out, you know, talk about whatever they want to talk about. But hey,
watch the race, man. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, they get to watch this race, which is looking pretty good right now. These Cup cars are doing really good. They I heard them talking about getting a new setup for the Cup Series, so that's going to be interesting to see.
As the pace car going to roll in and Scott Fritz going to roll out. He's going to get back on the gas big time. Doug Newbigging should be under pressure here to Cogswell if he gets a good exit on the inside, but he doesn't. So that's going to allow, oh, we got a big stack up coming out of turn 4. Like the 51, the 84, the 13 all got big checked up right there as they're going to regather it back up. Man, unfortunately for Riley Dunn, he's not able to capitalize on the success he had in heat number 1. That back starting grid position has been coming into fruition as all this traffic, I feel like, has made him not been able to succeed. We'll watch this restart here right quick. If you're confused on what's going on as he gets into turn 1 here. Oh, he got pushed big into the corner by the 84. And then on corner exit, oh, looks like he got loose. So, yeah, unfortunate for the 81. That's why that happened to the 51. He just was not able to get that race car under him when he had a rear bumper full of car. So, unfortunate for him, just got him knocked off his rhythm. As we'll see, everybody still rolling here green, lap 13 of 120 here at the LA Coliseum. As you see Sean Conklin trying to make a little bit of a move right there. It looked like on that 71 of Cedric Hunter as they're going to roll here into turn number 2, I want to say. Now I've gotten myself backwards. I don't know where we're at on the track. Yeah, we're coming into 3 and 4 here now is Matt Grenier. Now under pressure here to Conklin. As Conklin, man, doing a good job here. One of those names early. Went to the back of the pack in his heat. Came up, finished second, I want to say. And now he's gotten his way through the field here. Starting position 15th. Rolled himself up to 4th here at lap 15. So mathematically, he's gained a lap, or position a lap. So good job from Conklin here. We'll see if he could make up some more here and possibly get up here to lead this feature at some point. With a car that strong, I wouldn't be you know, opposed to seeing him go up here and lead. As that NZXT going to go to the inside of that good wrench number 3. And here comes Sean Conklin saying, I'm going to try to get myself up into that podium position. Early runner here, an early fast car to look out for Sean Conklin in that 54, Chris.
Yeah, really seeing a good drive here from that 54. He's working the track like I was seeing everybody that was really getting around here fast. You see him cutting all the way down there up against the wall.
All the way.
It's something that I was watching the Xfinity drivers do last night, you know, going really slow into the corner and then, you know, coming out of the exit of the corner, they were able to get on the gas a lot faster. So that was what we were saying last night.
And the fastest lap, Chris, 13.63, 2/10 faster than anybody on the track right now. So an excellent job by Sean Conklin. He is doing, oh, when I say that, Fritz just put down a 13.48.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Another 2/10 quicker. He said, anything you can do, I can do better. He responded like Max Verstappen against Charles Leclerc. What an excellent lap there from Scott Fritz. That is a pretty wicked fast lap under race condition, man. And Scott Fritz is showing you why he's out there leading this race. One of the dirt track specialists in real life and on the platform.
And he just turned it around.
Oh, yeah, and Sean Conklin just said, hey, anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, turning it around. We've got one upside down, the 51. He said, hey, I'm good. Don't catch that on stream. I was just rolling, guys. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Way to make a debut, Riley. You're the second guy to go under here on your hood. And I gotta respect it, man.
See what happened here with that 51. It
Or
looks
go
like
on
the
your roof, I
48.
should say. My fault.
Mo Abbott looks like got around. Yeah, see the 48 just got
Oh,
smacked. Whoa.
whoa.
Oh.
Oh, no. That's unfair, man.
Yeah,
That's unfair.
that was just unfair.
That's unfair. At least it rolled him back over nicely. Like, it was like a GTA roll, you know? He probably was just holding his wheel like, please keep going, please keep going.
Yeah, as you see right there, the 48 getting loose. He's trying to get stopped up, but there's just really nothing he can do. And then over
Oh
he
my
goes.
goodness, you see it? He got that little tap on the rear wheel, and it just kept that momentum going. Hey, I give it a 10 out of 10 for a hill flip on the back straightaway by Riley Dunn, man.
He's going to watch it here from Mo Abbott's point of view. You see him get loose there. He tries to catch it. But these next-gen cars are just hard to get. That just gives that little boop. Then you just see him go over in front of him, but he gets back on his wheels like Josh said. At least it let him go back on his wheels. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Andy took some good contact to the inside wall. I'm surprised that car not smoking. I wouldn't be surprised if, because he went in front end deep, right? So
yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if Riley, who does have some issues here with some heating and cooling, or I should say cooling issues here in a little bit with that car overheating. Be surprised to see if that Nurtec 51 is going to make it through the rest of this race. And we are going 1 to green. As we'll see him double file, stack back up here. Man, a good race so far here, Sean Conklin. So far here, 25 laps in, he is the name of the field. He's moved his way up here through this 120 lap feature here, 25 laps in, and shown that he's got a fast race car. He'll be lining up on that inside lane there in row number 2. As you'll see Scott Fritz, the man that him and Scott Fritz both putting down equal laps. They both had a lap within 2 100ths of each other. So that's what's, or 2/10 of each other, I should say. So a 14, or goodness gracious, I can't talk right now. But a 13.4 to a 13.4. But while we have a moment to get these cars stacked back up, we're going to take a moment to take a step away here in the booth, get the volumes cranked up, and we're going to take you to an LNS Customs. Oh, I said the wrong thing. Forgot about that. They're not a sponsor with us anymore. Don't kill me, Jason. We're going to take you to a Bluegrass sponsor, or Loud Pedal, and we'll be right back with you.
All right, and we're back with you here under this caution. We're going to see if we can figure out what just happened there. We saw, looked like the 3, the 27, and the 20 all got turned around there. But we're going to see if we can go back and find out what happened here. You see right now, those 3 drivers fighting with it. You see the 20 of Brandon Zimmerman diving it in there. Oh, just giving that 3 a little bit of the Intimidator's own medicine. It looked like just that little bit of a real quarter tap. Probably didn't do it on purpose. We know Brandon Zimmerman, one of those drivers, he's not going to do anything nefarious. But, man, just got in there a little too hot, gave that back bumper a little bit of a tap, sent him around. You see the 27 just nowhere to go. but luckily was able to get it. Whoa, Brian Terry got lucky to get around that. But everybody was able to keep it straight and keep it going. So watch it from Brandon Zimmerman's point of view. You see he gets in that corner. He's riding a little bit of the upper lane. Yeah, you see he just drifts up just a little bit, ever so slightly, gets into that rear quarter panel. There's not really anything you can do. I would just vote that a racing incident, to be honest with you.
I think anything here that involves spinning out and two cars making contact is almost 99% of the time just going to be a racing incident. It's really hard to judge if, oh, he just went in there and blatantly took it out compared to, oh, he just overjudged his braking zone here. It's just one of those things, man. It's going to happen. You just got to live with it. Now, if it starts happening every lap, then you might want to get mad at the driver behind you, but hey, it's bound to happen every now and then, man.
Yeah, like we've been saying all week, you know, this is just one of those races that's for fun. It's not really being serious. So, you know, everybody's just kind of, you know, out here trying to learn how to drive around each other. This is one of those things where, you know, whoa, as we're talking about it, you see the 84
But he is
David
off
Farmer.
the racing line, and it is going to still bring the caution out because Jason threw it. Jason's up in the flag stand tonight, man. Could you imagine Jason in a real flag stand? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, as we're going to see the 84, he takes a little bit of a high lane there. It looks like Matt Grenier did get a little on the heavy on the brake there. He had to slow up. The 84 just tried to dive it back in, but the 71 was there. The 84 drove down on the nose of the 71. And you see that little bit of a stack up. I mean, like I said, that's just one of those racing incidents things. You know, I wouldn't even blame that on that 84 Farmer. He was just trying to get down there in the bottom, and the next thing you know, there's a car down there. You know, like we saw last night. It's just one of those things that a car can just pop up out of the middle of nowhere because somebody's got a better line.
You know, I really wish Jason, I know he can hear me, so I really wish Jason would have just put the trucks, Xfinity, and the next-gen cars all in the same race for an exhibition race. That's what they should have done. Just had them all on the track at the same time. Or, you know, have heat races for them. And the 10 out of their whatever, you know, the 10 out of each group. So you got 30 cars on track. There you go. Man, that's Jason. I'm smart. I'm just telling you. Make it like class racing. You start the trucks in the front, Xfinity in the middle, Cup in the back. Let them go. You let them go. Oh, it'd be a blast, man. I'm telling you. That's our off-season race right there. That's our, or something. I don't know. Heck, if whoever drivers that are listening, anybody wants to race, hit me up. I'll put it on if y'all want to do it.
Green flag's back out, though. Look at that. Doug Newbigging on that outside. He had a good launch with that 54. So we're starting to see Matt Grenier poke his head up into the picture. But look at that. Josh Riley Dunn, the guy that went over not too long ago. He is still in it all over the back bumper of that 15 of Matt Grenier, who's one of the Bluegrass OGs.
Flipped his grid spot.
Yeah, he's one of the
Bluegrass 12
Bluegrass
spots, man.
Yeah, you see a Bluegrass OG going against a Bluegrass new guy. So that's something you love to see right now. We're talking about new guys. Sean Conklin really up here running this lead away. But Doug Newbigging, one of last year's really, I want to say in the Cup Series, he was a really, one of the...
force to be reckoned with, man.
Yeah, he was a force to be reckoned with. He was one of the most well-deserved, or what am I trying to say? He got better. Better over time.
Most improved. There you go.
Most improved. There we go. That's the word I was trying to say. You know, one of the most improved drivers. You know, and he was on that Lucky Duck team. And last year's Lucky Duck team was really, really strong. So we'll have to see. I know I don't have all the team lists set up here. SDK has broken all of my team lists, so I'm gonna have to reset everything. But we're gonna have all the teams and everything. Should have everything updated by next week. Right now, Sean Conklin's starting to pull away from that 7 of Doug Newbigging. You saw a bad drive out there from that 7 in that corner. But the 15 of Matt Grenier, he's not letting go of that second position. But like we were saying, also, that 51 of Riley Dunn, who was blinking out back there just a little bit, still in this fight, trying to chase down that third position. Whoa, as we go to Mo Abbott. See him having a little bit of issues. We saw Mo Abbott last night. He was he started doing really good in the Xfinity cars, and then just you know, had the nights where the car was going around. But right now, currently battling it out with that Canadian brother of the 71. in that Cedric Hunter machine, man. That is a good-looking race car out there. I want to say I just got news from John Bradley Pill saying that Doug just won $500 and that mama tried 250. Whatever, I'm guessing that's a like a league race or something. That's cool. I wish I could win $500 in something. We're riding on board here with that 3 of Chris Mook Jr. One of those new drivers as well. We see he's starting to poke his head up into the to the picture here again. Starting to catch that fourth position machine. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk here tonight. Did you see? Whoa, the 51 getting into the wall a little bit. Now Chris has that 84 David Farmer all over the back bumper. So we're starting to see though, Sean Conklin's starting to pull away with this a little bit, Josh.
Yeah, Sean's looking very good here tonight, man. 3 seconds almost fully out on Doug Newbigging, Lucky Duck driver. Then you got Matt Grenier. He's riding in that 15 machine in 3rd. Riley Dunn 4th.
I'm so sorry, Tony Iverson. Yeah, I do realize that was the thing that was the other day. I'm so dumb. I forgot all about that.
Yeah. You're right. You had me confused. Y'all had me so confused to what you were just talking about right there, but then it all makes sense. Either way, let me get back to what I was saying. Riley Dunn rolling 4th here, man, with Chris Muth Jr. We'll have to make sure we're pronouncing his last name right. Chris, I think, told me to say it one way, and I completely haven't said it that way at all, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Muth, not sure. If anyone in the audience wants to correct us on that, we'll figure that out, I'm sure. Either way, he might be the talking point here in a second, as him and the 84 are starting to get a little bit of brash racing. But Cedric Hunter riding in 7th. He is in that 71 machine. Another one of those Lucky Duck guys from last season that's rolling back into this season. It's good to see Cedric back out here. Like we said, he was a late bloomer last season, but man, showed a lot of speed. A lot of speed last season, as looks like Sean Conklin going to be pulling up to Brian Terry to put that number 13 DeWalt machine, who looked good on a Gen 6 car, but darn, it looks good on that brand new Gen 7. A lap down.
Yeah, that 13 machine, good to see him back into the mix here. But like we were saying, you know, a lot of drivers coming back this season. Matt Grenier, one of those drivers also, who was in the championship picture last season as well, pulling his way back up into this 3rd spot. But like we were saying, that 51er Riley Dunn, who went over on his roof there earlier, has now
worked his way up into 4th.
Worked his way up into 4th, and he's all over the back bumper of that 15. Oh, yeah. Bad drive out there for the 15.
As the 50.
Driving back home here on board with your leader, who's still got about a 2.5 second lead over Doug Newbigging, but Doug, yeah, my tongue just mixed up. I don't know what just happened. Dude? I don't know what just happened to my tongue, but my tongue just twisted up. I was going to say Doug Newbigging is starting to close that gap in, though, just a little bit, but as I'm saying it, he pulls up into lap
51,
traffic.
And man, they are all starting to get bunched up here. As, yeah, that Doug Newbigging machine starting to pull up on the back of that 13 to Brian Terry. You see the 51 and the 15 both stacked up right there. And the 15, man, he's having a tough time keeping the power down on corner exit. He's losing almost every time on corner exit. You see the 51 Houdini in his mirror. I'm not here. Bam, I'm here. And here comes the 84 of David Farmer around the outside, but he's going to have, I don't think he's going to get where he wants to go there on the outside, as he's got Brian Terry right there, kind of rolling as a roadblock for him. As here comes that 3. As he's going to roll his way back into the picture here. And man, this is starting to become a battle here for this last podium spot here at lap number 71.
I was going to say, it looks like Matt Grenier, now that he got past that little bit of lap traffic, he's got this little bit of cleaner air in front of him. He sees the 48 of Mo Abbott in front of him, but he should be able to get around him. Like we were saying, Doug Newbigging now got his way around all that lap traffic. And he's going to be able to close up that gap again. He had it underneath about 2.5 seconds. It was 3 seconds pretty much the entire race. He closed it up, but then he hit that lap traffic and really messed everything up. And I do apologize about my tongue. I don't know what in the world happened to it. It just twisted up. It's the words I was saying. We're coming out, and I don't know. Whoa, as the 51 got loose, Riley Dunn, though, able to save that car. You see him blinking there. David Palmer, though, going to be on that back bumper. So, man, we're seeing this lap traffic really getting in the way. And these drivers are having to change up their line and, whoo, having to get into places they don't want to get into. As I see Alex Healy in the YouTube chat saying this race has been slightly cleaner than the truck race.
Nah, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
We've seen a lot of drivers doing a lot of good racing here around this lap traffic. You know, this is something that we were talking about. These cars do have a bigger package on them. The suspension is different than most of your your Xfinity cars.
Independent suspension. It uses real suspension. No track bar stuff no more. None of that wedge. Nothing like that no more. We're using the suspension you use in a car, coilovers on every single end of the car. So that's why these cars are so difficult to drive. You got to think, with those track bars, it was so much different when you unloaded the rear end. Now in these cars, one cool spring unloads, it unloads that whole side of the car basically. It can be crazy how it works. The 48 looks like he's having some trouble as some more cars are getting around him there. But he's going to gather it back up as Brian Terry looks like he did pass him for position when he got a little bit loose right there. Deep in the corner, looks like he might have got loose on exit here. He did indeed, but he's going to lose position to Brian Terry. And hopefully he keeps it rolling there because that could take some damage to that cooling system, and he could have a little bit of overheating problem here in the future. But Sean Conklin, man, doing good. But I can't say good without noticing Doug Newbigging, who is now a second and 2/10 in.
Second and 2/10 in from Sean Conklin. It was just 3 seconds a few laps ago. So something must have happened in front of that 54 where he had to check up, or maybe he's just losing pace digging so hard. It's something to really look into. Now he's running into the 48 of Mo Abbott, who you say, whoa, they might make a little contact there. No, they didn't. They were able to get a clean around. But, man, Sean Conklin having some, just crazy work going on in front of him. But Doug Newbigging doing a good job moving his way up through these fields.
Yeah, Doug looks like he's found a pace in this car, man. And that's what we were saying. You know, he was one of those guys that was very, very, a well-rounded driver last season. And, you know, he really gained a lot of experience coming into the league. And, you know, coming from his first race all the way up into the last race of the season, it was like he was a different driver. You know, he had a little bit of struggles. This is just talking, you know, as some of his cons was his, really just, I guess, finishing the race. He would get caught up in some of the mess or the unnecessary stuff. But it wasn't like he was putting himself in those moments all the time. But, you know, if you think about it, I think the 7 is an overall great driver, man. He's tracking down a guy that's shown a lot of speed here tonight, and definitely Conklin's laps are starting to fall off. And I think Newbigging here might be showing that experience a little bit that we were talking about he gained last season and keeps that car under him, Chris. Doug Newbigging might be grabbing a race victory here tonight if he can just keep his head down. But Matt Grenier is also starting to put some pace on, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at that. The 15 starting to poke his head up into the position. But, you know, something that we were saying about the independent to suspension, you know, you see these cars snap back right once they get loose. That's pretty much that body roll that happens whenever the suspension gets loose. They snap back to the right. There's really nothing you can do about that. So, you know, it's one of those things.
Save these cars.
It's really hard to save these cars. That's why you see a lot of them try to, you know, get back into the right. Whoa, Doug Newbigging riding that wall. You see that really good braking entrance there from the 7. You see he's going straight into the wall, and then he's oh man, Doug Newbigging, he's doing something that I can't really explain right now, but he's really riding the corners out. You saw the 54 just lock up that front right corner, so this is where it's going to come into play. Doug Newbigging now, and that 54 is having to look up in that rear view, and he's starting to get nervous.
Very good race right now, man. As it's 27 minutes into the session, and we've already got 30 to go, man. What the heck? It looks like the 3 just had an incident.
3 just had an incident, but we're going to go back up here on board with your leaders as you see Doug Newbigging. Whoa, as he had to check up a little bit. The 15 of Matt Grenier just ran right into that back bumper.
Sorry. Another thing about Grenier, too, man. Another one of those drivers, Chris, last season, so experienced. And we know Grenier is a race winner in the series, man. We know he can get it done on any given day. Just another one of those drivers that seems to have his issues either early race, and that's about it. If he can get through the middle part or the first part of the race, like the first half, and get to that late section, Matt Grenier is a force to be reckoned with. But he always seems to get either caught up with the qualifying bug, having
Whoa.
to get caught up in the back mess. Oh, 7 to Doug Newbigging having an issue, but he's going to recover good and around. That's going to bring out the caution for sure, right? No caution so far. It looks like we're going to stay green. Sean Conklin still rolling, but Grenier now is second and 8/10 off. Caution out.
Yeah, caution out. Looks like maybe got a little bit loose there. Coming back in, we're going to rewind it and see what happened. Guess it was just that trying to turn around on the track. Yeah, that's what it was. Just trying to turn around. Trying to whip it around, but yeah, these cars just didn't whip around as much as he wanted it to.
I think they have a little less steering lock, correct?
I want to say they do have a little less steering lock. But either way, we've hoped everybody out there has enjoyed what's going on the track here tonight. Man, Riley Dunn has moved his way up into that third position after that spin. You saw the 7 of Doug Newbigging. He tried to keep into the gas, but just wasn't able to get it around. So now we've seen this go green. The only way Doug Newbigging's really going to get back into this is if he was able to get another caution and stay on that lead lap. But you see him coming down pit lane right now. So Riley Dunn, though, I see Mark Dunn over on the YouTube chat. He's saying, go Dunn, man. He is doing a good job after that that rollover to get back up here into that third spot.
Indeed he is, man. And again, thank you to all the fans coming out here to support your drivers here tonight. Support the Bluegrass series on Facebook and that YouTube platform. Excuse me one second. Had my voice chat going, and I can't talk when I have someone else talking, or it'll sound worse than what Chris sounded earlier when he had his brain fart. But hey, we're gonna say just a big shout out to all the Facebook and YouTube fans there. And if you're on that Facebook, hit that like button. Share us out to any of your aspiring race fans, aspiring racers, man. The Xfinity Series, I want to say, is still recruiting, so hit them up, and hey, you might be able to race here in Bluegrass. Not sure though. I know we've got a pretty full list of drivers, but hey, get in the Discord if you just want to be a fan. Hop in the Discord, see what's up. But hey, other than that, hit us up on Facebook, hit that like button, share us out to all your friends, your family of these drivers that you know are in here. Pace lights off. We're gonna get back to racing here in just a moment. But if you're on that YouTube, hit that like button, turn on that, or hit that subscribe button, I should say. Hit that like button as well. That algorithm does help us. And turn on that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell as well, so you know when we go live here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the Bluegrass YouTube. But pace car is in. It'll be 20 laps to go. Sean Conklin, green flag. We're racing.
Oh, we'll see if everybody gets it checked up.
Big drive from Riley Dunn to the corner. And he is going to clear Grenier. Grenier going to touch the wall, but he's going to come back. Crossover move. And it's not going to stick. 51 going to best the 15. The two number twins going to get past each other.
We'll see if this past champion of Matt Grenier can move his way up into this second position. Try to see if he can catch Sean Conklin now. Sean Conklin had a second to really, go back through his, whoa, is the 84 getting a little loose back there? But now Sean Conklin's had a chance to, really go through his paces here. But let's see if Riley Dunn has it left in there, left in the tank. Like we were saying last night.
From the 51.
Yeah, like we were saying last night, the aerodynamics do not matter at a track like this. As long as you can keep that car straight, that's all that matters. Maybe that 51 just not wearing those tires up. This 54, whoa, it's upside at the 51 going around.
Caution is out here at lap 104. It'll be a 15, 16 or so. I would say it's about 13 lap actually shootout to the checkered flag here if we stay green after that. But unfortunate for Riley Dunn, he will probably move closer to the back of the pack with that spin, and that's pretty much, if he just doesn't have an absolute miracle here tonight, gonna kill his hopes for this race victory.
Yeah, as you saw just there, getting into the wrong position coming out. That's what happens.
71 as Cedric Hunter was getting all loose coming out, but it was, I heard Jason say, get it caught back up, boys. Let's get back to racing. They're trying to do this dirt track style. The caution's cleaned up. Let's go. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, we should see Doug Newbigging get his lap back. But I wouldn't say that his night would be over, Josh. Anything can happen at a short track. That's something to, we've seen a lot of crazy things here in the past year and a half that we've been calling Bluegrass, year or so that we've been calling Bluegrass. So some crazy things have happened. We've seen drivers that, have been riding in the back the whole night with damage on their race car come up and win it. So, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, you got to watch out for it.
Yeah, I'm not counting them out by any means. It's just going to be pretty hard to recover from this. But once they get called up, we're going 1 to green here, so it should be about a 12, 11 lap shootout here once we go back to racing.
Yeah, it does
and I think this is going to be a very good race here.
Yeah, it does look like Doug Newbigging and Brian Terry both got their lap back on that last go around. So Riley Dunn did fall back to the back of the field since he was the one that did bring out the caution. But the pace lights are out. We've got 12 laps to go. It'll be 11 to go whenever we get back around. We'll see if Riley Dunn has it in the tank. We've seen him pull all the way back up through the pack. So does he have it left in him? We'll have to see. But right now, Sean Conklin's going to have to be fighting off, Season 2 champion Matt Grenier. He's going to have to be fighting him off. So we'll have to see if Sean Conklin can hold him off. But like I said, don't count him out behind him. David Farmer, who was one of those drivers last season that we were like, whoa, where in the world did he come from? Well, here he is again. Whoa, you see the 15 getting a little loose on that restart, but he's on that outside lane. Let's see if the 84 David Farmer can work that inside lane and get around him.
Here comes Sean Conklin. He's going to get out of turn number 4, excuse me. And it's going to be 10 to go here this lap as you're going to see 71 of Cedric Hunter taking a big drive in on Matt Grenier. Here comes Hunter, Chris, our Canadian friend, one of those drivers we've had high hopes for last season coming into this year. He's rolling in.
Yeah, we're going to see if he has something to say. Cedric Hunter did come down pit lane at lap 97, so he does have fresher tires. So we'll see if the tires are the play of the game. So we'll see if the 71 has anything to say. He is rolling up on that back bumper, but we're seeing him get really loose. So that's something that you got to watch out for. Does say he was down pit lane for 14 seconds. So
I just don't know how the pit road timing and all that here works. I mean, 14 seconds is a tire stop, so yeah.
See if that that does come into play. But if he does go out there and tear those tires up, you know, really quickly, then he's not going to have really much to say. But we're going to go back here and see what's going on. The 3 machine, who's really been getting into a lot of trouble here tonight, not of his own making. You know, he's pulling up through the field now, up into that 5th spot. Doug Newbigging, you know, he's falling back a little bit, now moved himself back up into that 6th spot. But as we're seeing 5 to go, Josh, you're right. The 84 of David Farmer starting to close in on that 54.
Yeah, and here comes Cedric Hunter as well. And you see back in the back a little bit, Season 2 Cup Series champion Matt Grenier, as Sean Conklin now under immense pressure from that 84. Hopefully these boys can keep it clean here and have a good race at the end. But you do know how it is here at Coliseum. If there is a bump and run, we'll just have to see how it is. And we do have a caution, 51 of Riley Dunn. They're going to definitely have to pop a Nurtec OTD after this because I'm pretty sure the migraines are rolling there in the 51 machine.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and see what happened with that 51. Might have had just a self-spin there. See, he gets into the corner, might have been rolling up on the back bumper of the 20 a little too faster than he wanted to, and had to just get on the brakes really hard there, and you saw the rear end just lose the grip.
Be a green-white checkered finish. No Abbott back on the lead lap.
It's good to see that 48 machine of Mo Abbott still out here on the track, you know, still out here in the Bluegrass series. You know, one of my favorite drivers since I started doing it. You know, I love that Superman skin that he used to run. Oh, I just loved everything that Mo Abbott. He always had a really good attitude and everything. You know, every race. He was one of the best drivers. That,
always been here. Always been here. I don't think I've ever really seen Mo miss a lot of races, man. I mean, he's missed some, of course, but Mo is one of those drivers who's just always here. But green flag is out. Green-white checkered finish. Sean Conklin rolling it out of turn 4. Big drive in from the 71 to Cedric Hunter, and it seems like we've already got a caution back out. Something happened coming out of turn 4.
Maybe somebody jumped the start.
False start from the 54. Should be a warning. We'll see. All right, back to 1 to green this time. 54 did get the warning, so next time he misfires like that, it will be a a penalty, and he will go to the end of the line. But right now, it's just a warning. He's going to maintain his position, and it will be 1 to green here in just 1 moment.
And we got to wait for the pace car to come back out and catch up to everybody. See Bobby Hall Jr. saying, get him. Good to have you over on the Facebook, Bobby Hall. And I see Jason also saying Xfinity and Cup are still needing drivers. So the Xfinity and Cup Series still needing drivers. So anybody that is watching this tonight and says, man, this is definitely awesome, I would love to partake in this. If your I rating is in that acceptable range, go talk to Jason. Hit up the Facebook link in the description of the video. Go talk to Jason. He'll give you or you can go to the Facebook page, get the invite to the Discord, and then go talk to him.
Everybody come whipping around the corner right there at turn 4. As the pace lights, I thought were going to be off. They should be off. Yep, they are. We'll see if the pace car actually does pull in this time. With them turning off that late, I wonder if it's going to do one of those bugged laps where it goes off with the lights off for a whole lap. But we'll see. I don't think it will.
Green flag's out. That was a
good
jump.
start. That was a good jump. From the Geico restart zone is where we fire off. And he is going to fire off a turn 2 in the lead still. Sean Conklin, after the warning, is going to come through turn number 4. And he's not going to false start this time because he's going to catch the white flag. He's just got to make it one more time around to come from 15th to first place just like he did earlier. Sean Conklin, first place into turn 3 and 4 for the last time tonight. And if he can keep it under him, and he will, checkered flag for the 54. Congratulations, Sean Conklin, the NZXT number 54 Chevy Silverado, Chevy Camaro, gonna take home the victory here in the Bluegrass exhibition race here at the LA Coliseum. But congratulations to David Farmer and the 71 of Cedric Hunter. They're gonna take home 2nd and 3rd. We'll get through your results here in just a moment. Watch this 54 do some awesome burnouts here, hopefully. There they are. I know these cars are kind of hard to burn out at first. You got to get them going before you can't really whip them in as easy sometimes, but you see he's getting the hang of it already. 54 looks like he's done this before. And by the way he drove tonight, can tell he's more than likely been here before. Congratulations to Sean Conklin, man. If you got any of those Conklin fans out in the Facebook or YouTube chat, say what's up to your driver, because he just took home the LA Coliseum exhibition win here for the Bluegrass Next Gen Cup Series in their debut race. So heck yeah to the 54, man. What an awesome job here from him. Post-race interviews coming up here in just a moment. But let's get those post-race results up on your screen here so you can see where your drivers finish here tonight. As you're going to see those post-race results up on your screen, Sean Conklin, that 54 machine, finishing up that burnout in that NZXT Com Paint Shop number 54, as he is going to take home P1 here tonight, up from 15th spot in that inverted grid. David Farmer, he's going to finish up 12 spots in that P2 position in that 84 machine. The 71 also going to come back from 13th. He's going to finish 10 spots up. Congratulations to Cedric Hunter on that 3rd place position. Then we're going to have Chris Muth Jr. in that 4th place position, with Matt Grenier in 5th, Doug Newbigging in 6th, with Brandon Zimmerman in 7th, Riley Dunn in 8th, with Ryan Terry in 9th, Mo Abbott 10th, with Jonathan Cogswell 11th, and I want to say Scott Fritz was our last driver in that 12th position. So that will be your finishing grid. The rest of those drivers you might see there, Garrett Pick, Peyton Strickland, Ricky Howell, Jack Pelliser, and Scott Howell, all did not grid up here tonight, but were signed up into the session, so that explains why they are there. But that'll be your race results here. Hop over here into the channel as we will wait for Sean Conklin after he did that awesome burnout there to get into the staging area and hopefully have a word with our race winner. But man, what an awesome race here tonight. And oh man, if that does anything, that just makes me more excited here. Going into Talladega next week, I cannot wait to see what our drivers have in store for us. This is going to be an awesome, awesome season. I can already feel it. These next generation cars put on one heck of a show here tonight. Not It's obviously not the cars, but the drivers. The driving the cars, but still put an excellent show on in the cars. Yeah, man, just overall an excellent, excellent race from everybody here tonight. And gotta say, it was absolutely a fun show. Compared to what we've seen all week here, a little bit of caution bugs, but tonight these boys actually put on one good race. Yes. I'll hop up in the garage right quick. I see him in the channel with Jason, see if he wants a word with us. Actually, he just moved as soon as I said it. Like, man, these guys read my mind. All right, we're going to go ahead and have a word with your race winner here, Sean Conklin. Oh, sorry, I was looking to my left right there at my Discord. As we'll go ahead and bring in Sean Conklin, your race winner. Sean Conklin, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
Man, oh man, what an excellent job here tonight, man. That 54 machine coming back from that 15th position, it says on the grid, but I don't think there was that many cars out there tonight. But tail into the field in that 54, and you won the heat race. You came up here, and you're going to pick up the win here in the feature. How does it feel to pick up that first win only in the exhibition, but how does it feel to pick up that momentum going into Florida next week, man? And again, congratulations on that race.
Yeah, it's nice because this is my first race in the league, so it's good to get a good reputation in the first race and get some momentum building into the actual season. But yeah, that was a fun race. My headset actually died like halfway through there on the long green flag run, so I had like no sound for a good 50 laps. So it was messing up my braking and it was a mess. But good thing there was a caution, I was able to plug it back in and everything's great. So yeah, it was a fun race and excited for next week.
Heck yeah, man. We're very excited to see you guys get out there next week. The NZXT 54 looked wicked fast tonight, man. You came from the back twice, once in the heat race, once in the feature, and you looked darn good out there tonight. And man, I got to say, even with the headset unplugging, you looked very good through the technical difficulties. But man, very, very good job on you, Sean. You looked very excellent on the track, Tyson through the field. And hey, if you've got any final words, thoughts, or anything you want to let to the Bluegrass fans know, any of your fans know, before we let you get out of here, you're more than welcome to let those words go. We'll let the 54 get on his way and let you celebrate that victory, get rested up for next week.
Just like to say thank you for NZXT coming aboard, and they have great PCs for any range, any price range, from if you want a really powerful PC or just a starting PC. CDH Paint Shop, we make excellent paints for low prices, and Roe Perry Motorsports is a real life team of mine, and we're all a big team and help each other out each week, and that's pretty much it.
Heck yeah, man. Well, we're very excited to see you guys going into next week, buddy. It's been an awesome race here tonight. We got to watch you put on, and heck yeah, we're excited to see you next week. And good luck. Congratulations on tonight, man. And we'll see you going forward into the rest of the season.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. And that was your race winner, the 54 of Sean Conklin. As we are going to go ahead and grab here our second place position, that 84 of David Farmer. David Farmer, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, sir?
I got you guys.
Man, David, it is good to see you back up here in the booth, man, bringing you back here into the another season of Bluegrass Racing. First things I got to ask you, how does it feel getting out there back, knocking the cobwebs off, and how does it feel in those next-gen cars? I know we're at the Coliseum tonight, so probably not the best impersonation on them, but how does it feel getting out there league racing in those new cars here around the guys in Bluegrass?
I mean, as you guys know, didn't have the most promising season last year, so I was anxious, biting at the bit to get out there and give it a try, get going again. I was messaging Jason 2 weeks after the last season, when we starting again, when we starting again. So glad to be back. Glad to be back out here running. And then as far as next gen cars go, I love them. The braking early on is a little weird. It's a little hard to brake, but once you get used to the car, it drives better than the previous car 100%. It's easier to put it on limit and keep it there.
Yeah, man. Well, we know going into next week, you guys are going to have a difficult task at hand taking to the high banks. We know that 84, like you said, having a little bit of a struggle last season, but you showed some good speed and some good times, and we know you're one of those drivers that can't be discredited. Obviously, tonight you can't be overlooked coming home with the second place. Saw some very, very good speed in the field tonight. A very great race at the Coliseum. But man, take us just forward into what you're looking forward here at your season, your expectations, and yeah, how you feel like you're going to do here coming up into this new season.
Yeah, no, I think last year I was a little too aggressive early on and got into some trouble and got some bad finishes and got stuck behind some people in points that were much more consistent than I was. So I think this season I'm searching for consistency. Of course, I'd like to win. I think the field's a lot more even than it was last year, going from the guys we had. But I think it's going to be a fun season. I'm excited for it. I hope we all have a great season and we'll see y'all at the end.
Yeah, man. Well, we hope that you have some success coming into this season, David. It's awesome to see you back out here on the track, man. Know you're excited. Know you're ready to go. If you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything you want to let go before we let you get out of here tonight, buddy, we'll let you get going. You can celebrate that podium and get rested up for Talladega next week, man.
Yeah, first, thank you guys. As always, good to have you back. It's great to have you guys calling these races. I like to go back and rewatch them throughout the week and, bits and pieces and try to see things that I can change and do better. But it's great to have the commentary and the recording out there. Also like to thank Jason and everybody that's involved with putting this thing on. I know a little more in depth what it's like to get all the moving pieces and all the people and everything. So I appreciate everyone that's put a hand in this the whole thing and got us out here. And last but not least, he always thanks me. He's been thanking me more than I've ever been able to thank him. But I want to thank my spotter, Alex Healy, for always giving me good calls. This track, of course, you can't give a ton of calls, but having somebody in your ear to keep you calm and keep your heart rate down is always great to have at a track like this.
Heck yeah, David. We're very excited to see going into next week, man, how you guys fare out through the rest of the season. But hey, congratulations on tonight. We'll let you get going here, enjoy the rest of your evening, and hey, we'll be seeing you next week, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Hopefully we get to talk to you again. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. And that was David Farmer. Going to go ahead and bring up our third and final interview, Cedric Hunter. Cedric Hunter, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do. How's it going, man?
Man, going absolutely fantastic, Cedric. We are very excited to see you back up here in the Bluegrass Cup Series. We know you were a little bit of a late bloomer last season, but showed a lot of speed. And coming in tonight, man, no different. Coming from the back of the pack here, finishing up here in that third spot. Cedric, you looked very good in that 71. How are you feeling with these next-gen cars coming into this season, buddy? And, hey, take us through that little bit of that race right there if you want to. And what do you think you've got planned for us here coming up in this season?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thank you for the kind words. Coming into this race tonight, honestly, I didn't expect too much. I didn't bother putting down practice or anything like that. Just coming in, just trying to have as much fun as possible. And the race went okay. I mean, I got a podium finish, which is more than I could say from last season. So starting off the season on the right foot, that feels pretty good. Really looking forward to this season. The next gen car should be interesting. I haven't put too much laps with this car, so I'm not really sure what to expect on a week-to-week basis. So it'll be really fun to learn and just get the chance to race with these guys again. The month or month and a half there that we took off was really long, and I'm really excited to get this series back going. I felt like I built a name for myself at the end in the last 3 races that I did. So I'm excited to carry on that momentum this season.
Yeah, man. Well, we're looking forward to you to hopefully goodness gracious, I can't talk. Back that what you were saying, built that name up. You're hopefully looking to back that up, man. We know you're a very talented driver. You showed it here tonight. Definitely a tough track to get around here at the Coliseum, but it was no toughness for our Canadian friend up there. But hey, man, you looked very excellent here tonight. very, very excited to see you guys next week at Talladega. But hey, Cedric, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, or anything you want to let the Bluegrass faithful know, or any of your fans know, you're more than welcome to throw them out there, buddy, and we'll let you get on your way here tonight and celebrate that podium.
Awesome, and thank you. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Lucky Ducks for allowing me to come race with them, as well as everyone that's in charge and that makes this league possible, all the drivers and everyone that shows up on a weekly basis. Huge shout out to Donor Chews, which was on the car tonight and for majority of the season, as well as Roasted Gems Coffee that's going to be making its appearance here and there, and that just also helps support Lucky Ducks and the series and stuff like that. So I'm super excited for this season. Gonna have some great partnerships and excited for that. I want to give a huge shout out to you guys. Really excited to go back and watch the broadcast from tonight, because I know you guys do an awesome job. At least in the last few races that I did watch last season that I was in, you guys rocked it. So really looking forward to doing that tomorrow. And yeah, tonight's race was interesting. Not a big fan of this track, but got a podium, so that's awesome. Look out for me next week. I'm going to try and lead every single lap. It's Talladega, so it's more of a lot harder to do than to say. So, but we'll try. So tune in. Going to be an exciting one.
Heck yeah, man. It is going to be an exciting one for sure. Well, Cedric, speaking of excited, we're excited to see you boys get back to it next week. We'll let you get out of here tonight, man. Rest up. I know your arms are probably burning from cranking it left constantly right there, but hey, congratulations on that P3 tonight, man. Excited to see you guys get back to going, and hey, good night, and we'll see you hopefully up here in the booth next week, man.
Sounds good. Talk to you guys next week.
Thank you, buddy. Talk to you. All right, and that was Cedric Hunter. Well, Chris, man, what an excellent race here. A big change of pace from what we've been seeing this week here at the Coliseum. What do you got to say about tonight's race? And man, honestly, how do you feel about going into Talladega next week with all of our series?
See, that's the thing that I was, that I was talking about these last couple of nights. This has just been a little bit of a fun thing that we were doing. People probably did walk away with some money and stuff, but at the same time, it was just a fun race. There was no points or anything going into this, so it was just, there. It was fun. But now, next week, like I see, it starts it off. I want to say in the Discord, Alex Healy said exhibitions are done. It's time for the real stuff now, boys. And that's what I'm talking about. It's time for the real stuff now. It's no more fun and games. It's all serious, and that's what we're looking forward to. I am looking forward to, all these new names in the Truck Series, all these new names in the Xfinity Series, and all these new names in the Cup Series to really see how they put it out on the track and how we can have a better season than last season. But other than that, just want to give a big shout out to our sponsors who've come on this season. Butt Kicker for being a sponsor again this season. KPG, Huffman Designs, Blanchard's Towing for coming back, and then Roasted Gems Coffee for also coming on this season and helping us get this done. So big shout out to them. Also big shout out to everybody that was on that Facebook, on that YouTube chat. If my friend Peter's still watching, love you, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. But other than that, I cannot wait to see the race next week in the Trucks Cup and Xfinity.
Exactly. That brings me to my point. Make sure to tune in Monday night, 9 p.m. Bluegrass Truck Series will go racing at Talladega. Who will it be to take the opening debut race of the Bluegrass opening series here for the season? Oh, goodness, I don't even remember what season we're on. Well, 2022 season 2, technically. But we're on season 5 of the Truck Series, so we'll see who takes the opening race. Season 5 of the Cup Series, excuse me. But either way, we'll see who takes this debut race in the Truck Series, and then we'll follow it up Tuesday with the Xfinity, Wednesday with the Cup, and it'll be all there at 9 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at Talladega Super Speedway, Talladega, Alabama. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be bump drafting 200 miles an hour of full man mayhem. Roll Tide. So, hey, we're going to want to see you guys there next week. Hopefully everybody we saw here tonight, we see there again. And, hey, bring your friends, bring your mom, bring your dad, bring everybody. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. And, hey, we'll be seeing you there. But big shout out to everybody once again that makes this possible. And this is Chris and Josh signing off, saying thank you, good night, and we'll be seeing you next Monday, 9 p.m. at Talladega.